Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Scorpio. How are you guys? Scorpios. What is happening with you? Yeah, someone's feeling kind of left out, ignored, lonely. Yeah, something here wasn't fair. Someone rejected someone here. It likely has to do with someone who didn't want to make a commitment. I do see things calming down, a little time in between. Yeah, somebody was ignoring someone, not spending time with them, too much time in between. Something wasn't fair. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Scorpio. Knight of Vessels. Yeah, some of you are going to move on here. I do feel some of you are going to move on. Things are calming down. I feel like some of you are going to learn some lessons here. Someone ignores you, rejects you, or they don't want to spend time with you, or there's way too much time in between. It's definitely not fair. It has to do with, I feel, this is an energy of lack of harmony. Yeah, it's just not fair. It has to do with somebody who obviously doesn't want to commit. But I do see things moving on. I see some of you moving on, things calming down. I actually see another person coming into court here. Somebody's about to reach out. Six of Stones. Here you can see, this is like one of Japan's giant salamanders. Yeah, I've been kind of learning about these. But this is an energy of someone who is protecting themselves from being exploited or someone taking advantage. So this is somebody here who definitely, yeah, and I actually feel there's someone here who may regret this, but I feel like you got a person coming in, going to ask you out here. Yeah, it's an energy of like the opposite. It's somebody who wants to reach out, hoping you reciprocate, that you're interested. Yeah, so I do see this energy. I think you're going to go for this too, but you are leaving someone behind that breadcrumbs you. Okay, but I see you taking a chance with someone here, going on a date. Yeah, apply the lessons you've learned. Okay, if there's too much time in between, this person ignores you when you reach out, it's time to go down another path. Okay, that's what it's telling you, to look before you leap. Yeah, interesting. Who is this Knight of Vessels here? This Knight of Vessels, yeah. Looks like we got a King of Stones, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody going to ask you out. Now, this is someone who will reach out to you, hoping you reciprocate. I feel like you will. But I really do think this is also someone who is a little cautious. This is someone planning, preparing. See, preparing. There's somebody planning and they prepare ahead. Yeah, but just be a little cautious if this is someone who breadcrumbs you, or I mean, when you first meet someone, of course there could be some time in between. But if you find that this person is like the other person who ignored you, rejects you, okay? Yeah, this could be someone here who has been through the same thing. But it's a person who plans and prepares ahead. This is someone who's been on their own path. I do think this is someone kind of lonely, and I do think they don't want to miss this opportunity. I'm hoping this is somebody a little more generous, although this is a slower moving energy as well. So, yeah, but it has to do with strength and confidence, kindness, compassion. Yeah, look at that. Tell me about this. Yeah, Hierophant. You got some strong Taurus energy here. I mean, this could be yourself for some of you. You can flip the energy. But Scorpio, I feel like you're going to go for this. It's saying to look before you leap. Make sure you're on the same page, that you understand each other. Okay? Because I do think this is someone who works a lot, schedules, routine, their lifestyle structures. But it has to do with whether this person's confident. I do think this person is generally a confident person. But I also feel there's someone who also looks before they leap. But it's about kind, compassionate, caring. It's about being on the same page, making sure this person is somebody who is interested here, I feel. It's all about their inner strength. I actually feel this person's confident. But it's telling you to look before you leap. I feel this is yourself. reflecting on something from the past, lessons learned. Take more time to get to know someone, definitely. Tell me more about the King of Stones. Yeah, this is someone who's kind of lonely, but really watch out if this is someone who acts like they don't have any money, because it looks like they are stable. So if they start breadcrumbing or you start noticing they're cheap, okay, they don't want to give anything. And it could be because they've been taken advantage of before, exploited. So watch out for that energy. Yeah, but I do feel often this is someone who, yeah, is kind of lonely. Things that are lacking in their life, they may be ready to go down this path. Tell me more here. Let me grab this other deck. Easier to shuffle. Let's have a look at the Four of Vessels. Yeah, so this is someone who's definitely missed opportunities. I wouldn't be surprised if this person's been through something similar, but it's about planning, preparing ahead, coming in right. Making sure someone's right for them. Yeah, this is someone who's likely been taken advantage of, maybe even been ghosted, but just be careful that this person doesn't do to you what somebody else did. If they were cheap with their time, their energy, their feelings, okay? It's telling you to be brave. It's okay to take a leap of faith, but look before you leap. Yeah. Yeah, this is somebody, I feel this is someone who's ready to go down this path. Yeah, but I do feel it's somebody who's either lonely, there's only going to be two things, or they're cheap and they will breadcrumb. And it would be because they've been taken advantage of before. It could be someone who's gone through a divorce. I do see someone, see, it's taking a little pause looking at this from a different perspective. They may have Pisces in their chart. But this is somebody who is looking at this from a different perspective. Putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. So I do see a somewhat level of maturity. Tell me about the Six of Blades. But this could also be yourself looking at this from a couple different ways. Their perspective, your own perspective. Putting the shoe on the other foot. Yeah. Little pause. Yeah, it's all about harmony, whether someone's right for someone or not. So it does take time. It's about taking time to get to know someone. This could be a person. It's interesting because they may have somebody who, you know, took a risk, maybe got married. And I do see possible divorce. It's possible this person doesn't have a lot of money or they act like they don't. Like I say, just really watch that. It's telling you to look at that. There is a couple perspectives here. Tell me about the Five of Stones. Yeah, the Tower coming down. So this is some sort of shock, something sudden. Yeah. I mean, it could be where you're just shocked at what this person shares with you. But it's about somebody becoming confident, being generous with their time, energy. So someone who likely won't be super generous at first until they're sure. Because it's about harmony, whether someone's right for someone or not. So it's about harmony. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody here has moved on, possible divorce, something ended, or watch out someone hasn't lost their job. It's all about putting in effort. It's about building. Okay, being strong, building a bond, being confident. Because it's about reciprocating. Yeah, I do see a lot of kindness, compassion. Making sure somebody truly cares about them, not what they can provide. Yeah, I see two of you having a conversation. You might actually get each other here. You might go down this path together. But it's saying, I do see there could be a little pause here where this person kind of takes a pause. Looks at whether you're the right person for them or not. But it's about building, putting in effort. Anybody who truly wants a relationship will put in effort. So if you've dealt with somebody who was lack or cheap, or they ghosted you, ignored you in between, where you felt lonely, okay? Don't just leap into something because you're lonely. Okay? Just because if you're feeling lonely, don't just jump into something. Make this person put in the effort. Okay? Because I do see this energy of somebody putting in all the work. Don't be the one to do all the work. Queen of Cups energy is often someone who sacrifices and gives, you know, where you give to somebody, you put in all the work, hoping this person you'll make this connection, soulmate connections. I do see possibility of friends first. Yeah, just having a conversation, making sure you're on the same page, that you're in an agreement. So I do see some sort of an agreement here. Yeah, but I really do feel, like I say, it could be someone who works a lot too. Like I say, especially if they've gone through a divorce. But really watch out for that lack. Look at the things that are lacking. Do not just be the one to do all the work. If this is somebody who has more money and acts like they don't, be a little caution. They could be looking at you that way. There's perspective here. See, it's two people's perspective of each other. That could change. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Yeah, taking a little step back, doing things different. If something feels off, it very well may be. But it's saying to be a little bit patient here. Yeah, I do see this person reaching out. I see temptation. Yeah. Just make sure this person puts in the effort. If it's somebody who actually wants a relationship, marriage, that they will commit, that they're faithful, loyal. If you have someone who you don't see for a long time in between, like I say, look before you leap. Don't just trust blindly. Tell me about temperance. Yeah, weighing the pros and the cons, comparing this person to somebody else who was cheap or, lots of time in between, someone who ignored you. Interesting. But it's about this one, comparing one to the other. One of these may not be like the other, or they could be comparing you to someone else. And this is often what people do, okay, until they feel secure, until they feel confident that someone's loyal or faithful. But yeah, tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, it is somebody here. I do see a crush. Sort of keeping things simple. Keeping things kind of simple at first. But it should be easy. If you start feeling it's too much work or it's complicated, they're not putting in the effort, you may start comparing this to somebody else here. But one of these isn't like the other. I actually feel they're a little different. It's possible they act like they have more money than they do. Watch out for that pride. Just telling you to pay attention to the signs, the signals here. Yeah, but it does look like a crush. Somebody who puts in effort. They bring you flowers. They do something sweet. You do, back and forth. It's saying to give it a little time. Be patient. Yeah, I do see this energy of getting together, gathering. Going out on a date, taking you out in public. If this is someone who won't take you out in public, then you can probably guarantee that this person could be up to something. If it feels off, it probably is. Okay? Yeah. If you find yourself comparing this person, I do feel they're not the same, but there is something very similar to these people. Yeah. Yeah, it's like there's this energy of two. Yeah, but it's an energy of going out in public, socializing, someone who introduces to their friends and family. Yeah, so there's an Emperor here. This could be somebody who kind of acts like they don't have money at first. It's possible. To make sure that you're not like, they may compare you to someone else that you may not be. Yeah, this is what I kind of feel. But I feel like, like I say, one of these isn't like the other. But I do see a little test, somebody reaching out to a little test. This isn't actually an Emperor here. I actually feel this is somebody who's stable. Or they're working towards that energy. They're very capable. Yeah, this is someone actually quite capable. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. They may not be this way now, but they could be. There's just something here it's telling me here. Yeah, before taking things to the next level. See, it's about in between two worlds. This could be somebody who's just ending a divorce. They may not be completely over it. There could be a little worry, maybe some insecurities about money, finances, or they just be, like I say, don't be the one to do all the work. But it's energy of both people giving and receiving, showing each other that you're interested, but don't connect with this person just because you're lonely, unless you just want to be a friend. Yeah. But it has to do with friends, family, some kind of good news. Someone who fits within their friends and family too. This is someone I feel that's important to them. Tell me more about the Emperor. Yeah, so somebody, it's all about this person laying the foundation. Do they come in right? Do they bring flowers? Do they, what is it you're doing together? Because it has to do with this Six of Cups. I do think this is somebody who could be just lonely too, but I feel with the Queen of Cups being here, this is yourself. So it's about not taking this to the next level till you meet their friends and family, see how they behave, probably vice versa. It's like a little test. The dating, the courting, it's a little test, doing things in a traditional manner. If this is someone who doesn't follow society's rules and they come in and they want to take it right to the next level right away, if you feel something is a little off, like it's just saying to pay attention. But yeah, I think this is somebody who will follow through. I feel like you could have more than one date with this person, but it's about building the foundation, coming in right, being fair. It's about harmony between two people. Yeah, I do see a new cycle, windfall of abundance, something to do with good luck and timing. It is possible this is someone who's just entered a relationship and feeling kind of lonely. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be a friends first. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a little confusion, things that are unknown. Yeah, so somebody definitely has some things possibly to still clear up the path that they were on before they go down this path. But if you start feeling confused, okay, or you feel there's something going on, some kind of secrecy, and it feels off, it probably is. Tell me about the moon. Yeah, it's about somebody reaching out, whether they'll reciprocate. It's telling you to be patient. Try something different. Do things different. Yeah, if you find this is somebody here breadcrumbing and they're not generous after a period of time, I think this person's fairly comfortable, financially stable, and I do kind of feel they're going to act like they don't have a lot of money. Not too much, just a little bit, just to make sure someone isn't trying to take advantage of them, because it looks like it's someone who's been taken advantage of before. But you also have to look at yourself not being taken advantage of. So don't give too much. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're both in that mindset, comparing one to the other. Yeah. Kind of feel, like I say, I feel like this is someone who can actually be generous. It may take them a little time. Yeah, I see somebody rushing in, thinking things through, choosing their battles. It does look like this person works a lot. I see schedules, routines, structure, somebody with self-discipline. But I also feel that the Queen of Cups is part of this self-discipline. Being strong, confident, Yeah, enough to be patient. Don't rush into anything. Yeah, but this could be somebody who kind of has rushed into something before and backed out, or they may do this. But I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing this in two different ways here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone who has ghosted you, ignored you here, finds out you're dating someone else too. They may hear something. But it all has to do with someone planting the seed, building the foundation. See, good luck and timing. A lot of windfall of abundance here. Yeah, that's an energy of somebody who's in a hurry. So try not to rush. Don't rush to the next level. I do see a lot of talk back and forth. I do think this person will take you out in public at some point. Introduce to some friends, or just go out in public. If you find there's secrecy, or you start to feel confused and something's off because they won't take you out in public, be a little cautious about that too. Yeah, be the Empress. Know your worth and value. Yeah, see, it's about receiving. Being open to receive, but also being able to be generous as well. The Empress is often generous, somebody who reaches out. But see, this is the Queen of Cups energy. It's telling you not to take this to the next level or try to rush into this. You might get a little overwhelmed. Some of you, this could be happening too soon for you. But it's about the Empress and Emperor here coming together. It's about being prepared. Okay? Preparing. So if you have a date with somebody here, maybe they don't follow through. I do feel there's this it's between two worlds. See, in between. Yeah, it's a little negativity. Just watch for the lack and the negativity. Yeah. Some of you might have a choice here too. You literally may be making this choice. Not really interested in someone that feels off, and then there could be another person coming in. There could be another person. This actually could be another person, this Emperor. Possible Aries energy. Yeah, could be. Emperor can be anyone, though. Tell me more about the Empress. This is someone who actually sees you in a favorable light. Know your worth and value. Okay? Do not take this to the next level. The physical connection. Like I say, making sure you're on the same page, following the society's rules, dating and courting, proper etiquette. Yeah, don't be afraid to speak your mind, but it's telling you to temper your words. Don't share too much too fast with this person. Don't tell them too much. Keep some things to yourself. In other words, let this person discover you. It's telling you to be the Empress. And what does the Empress do? The Empress tempers their words, doesn't share too much too soon to overwhelm the other person so that they rush in and back out. Okay, and watch your words. Being too judgmental, too critical. Yeah, just speak your truth no matter what, but don't tell this person everything. Let them discover you. Six of Swords is about, discovering each other, learning about each other, getting to know each other over a period of time. Yeah, see, taming the beast, teaching someone how you want to be treated. But again, kindness, everything you say should come from a place of kindness, compassion. Making sure this person truly cares. But it's about teaching someone how you want to be treated. Some of you had somebody who didn't treat you well. Don't blame this person, okay? Don't, because like I say, this person may not be like this person. You may start to notice things that are somewhat similar, but it's saying to be patient and watch your words, to prepare, okay? Getting yourself prepared financially, all these things. Yeah, I feel some of you are. Tell me about strength. Yeah. See, looking before you leap. See, some of you are going to reflect on another person who ghosted you, ignored you. There was lots of time in between. They didn't really put a lot of effort in. Yeah. See, something wasn't fair. So it's about this person coming in right, making sure it's fair. Pay attention to the signs. There it is. I mean, in a nutshell. I mean, you could have another person coming in. This could be this person too, looking before they leap, being cautious, making sure that you're not like somebody that maybe they got divorced or broke up with. But this taking things to the next level is also the energy of that between two worlds. And again, it's, yeah, if somebody had just come apart from someone here, they may rush in and back out a little bit. So watch your words. Don't be too critical and judgmental. Again, I mean, it's really just saying, making sure you're on the same page, some sort of an agreement. Yeah. You may not agree on everything, but it's the ability to agree to disagree. Again, watch your words. Look at all these things. So yeah, don't be too judgmental and too critical. It's about learning. See, it's about you learning about this person, learning from mistakes of the past. Yeah, just being calm, being patient. Yeah, this is somebody who definitely has someone who has feelings. This is giving this person a chance to kind of catch their breath. Because if you do this, and it's possible something that you may have, the way you were with someone else, this person will get overwhelmed and back out. I also see somebody here focused on somebody who's choosing their battles, focusing on work. Okay, so it's a person who needs to keep their life in balance. It is possible too if they've got a divorce between. They're working, focusing, preparing. So, but yeah, it's about giving a person a chance to prepare. Don't overwhelm this person with too much information too fast. Let them discover you. Yeah, this is about discovering and learning about each other. Yeah, spending time together, doing things together. I mean, it could be this energy of the couple that work together, play together. But it's just saying to look before you leap. Look at the things you have in common. If you feel like there's lack or something doesn't feel right. Yeah, it's almost like this person, you and this person are going to be doing the similar thing, which is kind of normal dating. You often, especially if you just ended something with someone, you have a tendency to make sure that this person isn't like the other person. I have a feeling they'll be doing the same. Yeah. So it's about investing. This is somebody who definitely, it's a person who needs to be needed. I do think they're kind and compassionate, somebody who truly cares. Um, But it's also this energy of investing emotionally. See, it's saying to be patient. Let this person, because the Knight of Cups is somebody who decides when they're ready. Okay, letting them decide when they're ready, when they are emotionally ready to tell you how they feel, if it goes that far. It's possible this might not go anywhere. So there's always that. But I really feel it's all these things that you're doing in between, you know? Yeah, it's really just, like I say, it's about taking the lessons learned, being fair, investing, showing interest. And this is someone who'll probably want to know if you're interested in anyone else, what this person's doing time in between. Don't question too much. Don't put this person on the spot. Yeah, see some sort of an agreement, making sure you're on the same page. It's the things you have in common, your lifestyle, habits, your structure, schedules, routines. I think this person's got a fairly strict schedule, but I do think it's someone who's, you know, planning and hoping, you know, that it goes this way, kind of following their heart. But yeah, they might put on the brakes at some point, but it's also telling you don't try to control this. If you can try to control this, if you share too much too fast or expect too much, and often that's an energy with the Queen of Swords feeling kind of entitled, this person will put on the brakes. So don't try to control this. Let this person decide when they're ready. Okay, because I feel this is something to do with the past, expecting someone to fall in love very quickly. Sometimes the King of Pentacles takes a little time. It's a step-by-step process, step at a time. So, but I actually feel this is someone it's an Empress, somebody who, and the Empress both control their emotions. So, yeah, it's a determination to succeed. This could go somewhere, but yeah, this is telling you to reflect. You're going to date someone. Don't expect things to move too quickly. Don't try to rush somebody because it is a step-by-step process for this person. But I do feel they may have a little fire in their chart here too. I do see some Aries, but then again, that's also your energy, the Mars energy, Scorpio. But whatever you do, just because you're feeling lonely and feeling lonely, don't rush into this with somebody, okay? But this person, I do feel like this could go somewhere. Like I see it, somebody who will follow through. If they have an agreement and a date, I do think they'll follow through. If they don't, this is why I kind of feel some of you may have a date with someone that may not go anywhere, and you may actually have another person, because I'm seeing 3. Yeah. See, it's a spark and attraction. It's about making a choice, but it's also about the path, going down this path, choosing one. Yeah. But like I say, this is step by step. Queen of Swords, speak your truth. I do think some of you I really do feel some of you have someone who's going to come in with lack. And it may not go anywhere. Yeah, they may not be the right person, because I do see that the comparison is there. It's normal for people to do it. But I really feel that some of you have a person where it's like there's no one like you or no one like this person. I honestly feel like it's this person. Yeah, it's saying to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. But this is a person at some point will go within. See, they go within. Into me I see. It's telling you to trust your inner knowing. If something feels off, it's off. But this person here, I don't know, this could be, if some of you got someone here who could fall hard fast, but like I say, don't rush into anything. I think there's 2 people. I'm getting contradictory energy. Yeah, one of these might not go anywhere. Yeah, you might have someone here, thanks, but no thanks. You may find like you're not interested. Something feels off, your intuition will tell you. Listen to the little messages you're receiving. But it's telling you to be a little mysterious. Let this person discover you. The Emperor likes to discover the Empress. But I feel a lot of this is this person. Yeah, it's about comparing. See, no one compares. This could have to do with the physical attraction too. They may be very attractive, vice versa. There's definitely going to be a spark and attraction, whether it's with this person here or this one. But this is also an energy of somebody here. I feel like you're going to cross paths with somebody here who may have ignored you before, or rejected you, or turned you down, or... Because I just get this vibe of another person. Yeah, dating and courting. I feel there's two. Yeah, it could be the same person back to back, like things settling down, just being patient with each other. Because I do see some of you, it's one. Others of you, there's two back to back. Yeah, one may go nowhere, but I also still feel the energy of someone who kind of come in thinking negative thoughts, energy. Somebody's first impression. See, checking things out. Seeing if you like how each other look, watch the body language, all these things. But it has to do with, some kind of truth and victory. Win or lose. Yeah, there's going to be some enlightenment here with that Hanged Man and Into Me I See. Some of you definitely, one of these doesn't compare to the other. If you notice somebody really checking you out. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you cross paths with someone who's ignored you before. You may actually have somebody where the timing wasn't right. They were coming apart from somebody. There could be that other person. There's three, but yet I feel some of you, it's just this person. But I do see timing, windfall of abundance, luck, something happening at the right time. I wouldn't be surprised if you cross paths with somebody when you're on a date with another person too. It's just telling you to prepare. Really just watch your words and be wise. Okay? Yeah. If this person seems too much like the other person, like don't be too judgmental too fast. I mean, like I say, things happening quickly. This energy of movement, gaining momentum. If it feels off, it probably is. But one of these definitely isn't like the other. Yet there's some things that are similar. So if you start feeling confused, that's the biggest thing. It should be simple. If you start to feel confused, this person doesn't reach out, maybe they're ignoring you, rejecting you, just let it go. Okay? Yeah. And that's where I feel another person come in. But I really, to be honest, like I say, just be patient if there's time in between. It's someone who needs to think. It's often you get someone who goes like, no, it just can't be true. This person won't be interested in me. Yeah. Tell me more about this. Yeah, Ten of Wands, burdens, baggage. See, feeling responsible, reliable. If you find that this person's not reliable very quickly, it's very possible that you will be the one to be thanks, but no thanks. And wait for the next person. And I think it'll be fairly close in between too. Yeah, Queen of Vessels. See, looking forward. Yeah. I see kindness, compassion, caring. You want someone who truly cares. And I feel this is the thing. And so is that King of Cups. I actually feel like there is this person here, maybe a stepping stone, a first date if you're going on one with somebody. Yeah, but if you feel like somebody doesn't show up or they're not reliable, after a couple of dates, they don't follow through, again, you've got luck on your side. I see good luck. I see a whole new cycle. But it's all about building the foundation, somebody coming in right, dating and courting, doing things the right way. But it's about, it has to work for both of you in agreement, win-win for both, okay? King and Queen of Cups, I do feel like you could couple up with someone here. It's just going to take a little bit of time, and that Queen of Swords energy. So someone who's been hurt, the sword goes up, being discerning. It's okay to be discerning, but keep it to yourself. Don't say anything. Okay? Bye for now.